Apologies, I was actually muted for a solid minute there. But we are back with the Watchalong. Excuse the echoiness. We're back with another stream today. It is Forest against Tottenham Friday night kickoff. It can't be a Friday night kickoff before the weekend of good football, of course. We're going to be covering quite a few games this weekend. I am busy, so I'm going to try and do as much content in terms of shorts, videos, streams as possible. As we did just not long hit 300 subscribers on the channel, and we're now on that road to 400, ladies and gentlemen. 400 subscribers. We're now on the road to that. So let's all smash a like, subscribe to the channel, because, yeah, we mean business. They are currently showing the promo for the Liverpool United game, which I'm fairly confident about. We should be beating Manchester United. In my predictions, I did go with a 2-0 Forest win, I think. I believe I posted the short this morning. And I went 2-0 2-0 Tottenham in the game. So hopefully the game will be good. And I am fully looking forward to it. God, we have so many cables. It's actually a joke. Let's sort out all these cables because Jesus Christ. Let's put all them there. So yeah, not long until the Liverpool United game, which is this weekend. But today we are covering the Spurs game. Let me get rid of that banner of starting soon. Second. Let's go through some of the comments. So someone has said 3-1 Tottenham. I went 2-0. Another person went 2-0. Chilling with you for this watch along. I hope Son score for my FPL. Yeah, man. I hope they win as well. What have I got in my FPL? Let's actually have a look in my FPL. Let me know who you support, mate. Let me know who you support. In my FPL, I'll read out my team. So in goal, I've got Leno. My back four is Digne, Tsimikas, Saliba, Trippier. But because I've got so many problems right now, Trippier and Digne are both suspended. It's a mere. My midfield is Matoma, Elanga, Salah, Billing, Watkins, Solanke up front. Then my bench is Johnson, Ake, Haaland, and Caicedo. And obviously, Haaland is going to be out due to injury. I've got injuries if you look at my FPL, it's literally, you can't see it because of the green screen, but my FPL is in the mud. Let's see who you support then. You support United. Oh, fair enough. Do you want to guess who I support? You support United. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, Manchester United. It's going to be a good game this weekend, mate. I can just tell you that for sure. Who do I support? Take a guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. This should be a good game, Friday night kickoff. I mean, Liverpool have not played on a Friday night in years. I think the last time we played on a Friday night was probably, when was it? Friday night. I think Norwich at home. You seem like an Arsenal supporter. I'm not an Arsenal fan, mate. I support Liverpool. Yeah, I support Liverpool. But yeah, hopefully Arsenal do drop points. Who have they got this weekend? Brighton. But people, if you are tuning into the stream, smash a like, subscribe. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. I started this channel a few months ago. So yeah, let's go through some more of the comments. You doing a watch along Sunday for Forest? I mean, sorry, not Forest. Man United, Liverpool. I think I might be out for the game. Yeah, I'm probably going to chill with my family because everyone in my family supports Liverpool. So I might be doing a watch along. If not, I will do a match reaction. I've got a preview coming out tomorrow talking about the game, the team news, etc. What's my score prediction? Yeah, so you'll have to watch that. I'll be here for sure. Thank you, mate. Yeah, thank you for subscribing, liking. Anyone that does like the stream, it goes a long way. You know, for me, I should do YouTube because I love football. I don't do it all because I want to become famous. I want to have 1,000 subscribers. Look, if I ever get to, you know what, my dream is to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I started this channel a few months ago. My dream, I know people have, I want to get to 1,000,000. For me, genuinely get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll be a happy man. That's my dream right now. We're on the road to that. So hopefully we will, we will hit that one day. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, mate. And yeah, I might do a watch along. I'm not sure. It depends if I'm out with family. If I'm not out with family, I'll 100% do one because, yeah, it'll be funny. So, should be a game this. Forest at home this season. They've not been great, Nottingham Forest, this season. I do think Forest have been incredibly lucky this season, Obviously, Burnley, Luton, Sheffield United are all garbage. Otherwise, Forest are in a relegation scrap, and they survived relegation with a couple of games to spare last season. Yeah, if we go to the Premier League table, Forest are in 16th. They're on 14 points. They're 5 points clear. And to be honest with you, Luton have actually played really well this season. They've got a couple of wins and a couple of points. They played well against Liverpool, which was 1-1. 1,000 real ones is better than yeah, I know what I mean, mate. Like the thing is, for me, I watch a lot of content creators, and they do it for views, money. For me, I should do it because I love football. I love talking about football, and if my channel ever blown up, if it ever blew up and it got loads of views and stuff like that, there's a couple of videos that I've done really well in terms of views and likes. But I don't do it for clout, money, try and get big. Like I know my level, and I just do this because I love football. I mean, I'm at uni, so it's not like I'm not like Mark Goldbridge, for example, who can constantly pump out content. I just talk about football when I can, and I just enjoy it really. So that's my goal: 1,000 subscribers. Can we get there? Who knows, man? I said at the start of the year, I'll be happy with 50 subscribers at the start of the year, and we're on what, 300 and something. But yeah, people, smash a like. It should be a good game. Get your score predictions in down below. We've got a couple of people watching, so yeah, get your score predictions. I know a couple of people have already put their predictions, but it should be a good game. Let me get the scoreboard up properly for you. I have got a slight delay because I'm watching it on a Fire Stick, and if you're from the UK, you know what a Fire Stick is, and yeah, that's what I'm watching it on. So I might be like 30 seconds behind. You could always just like sync up on the stream. Anyway, so yeah, it should be a good game, people. We'll put that one on there. That's on there. But yeah, score print 1, Forest 4. Yeah, I think Spurs, because they play a really high line with players like Romero, and Forest, they play somewhat of a high line. Forest, when they play football, they play with a back three, so they like to exploit with their two wing backs. And I think with Spurs' real high line, Son cooking this season on the left, he's going to be coming up and down against Nico Williams today. And obviously, when Nico Williams goes forward, it's going to leave a lot of space in behind, which therefore the likes of Son is going to capitalise on that mistake. You saw it last week against Newcastle when Trippier was bombing forward. He was capitalising on the acres of space. Many teams this season will play a high line. If you go back and watch the Liverpool game, he capitalised on the mistakes in that game, with Trent playing high line. Son loves playing those fullbacks that play high lines because his acres of space will just capitalise on it. But in my prediction, I went 2-0 Spurs. I just think they'll pick them apart. I don't think Forest have been... They've got some good players, Forest. Sangare, Morgan Gibbs-White. I would definitely take at Liverpool those two players. I know Johnson went in the summer. He's been all right this season. But just over a minute into the game, and is that a foul on Kulusevski? No, a foul on Son. Doubling up there from Nico Williams, who used to play for Liverpool. Sold him for 15 million. Decent business, I think. Richarlison in decent form, scored 2 goals against Newcastle. He's going to be looking to continue in this form because he's not been into bright this season. Especially over the past year, he came in for 16 million. There was a lot of expectations because he is a striker in the Premier League that can score 10 to 15. The season before, he kept Everton up with his goals with Pickford as well. And obviously, he does really well for Brazil when he plays. And over the past year, under Antonio Conte, he wasn't great, came with so much money, and he's been okay this season, picking up with a couple of goals. Obviously, he played for Everton, so I'm not a fan of him. And I just think he's a whiny little bitch, if I'm honest with you. But Emerson Royale here. Oh, lovely pass. Kulusevski. And that's what I'm talking about. Son. Oh, block. And that's what I mean, man. That's what I said about a minute ago. Son is going to capitalise on the acres of space that players like Nico Williams leave going forward. And obviously, Forest are playing the back three. They're playing with Bolly, who's not a particularly good, quick centre-back. I know they've got Morello. Anyone that's watched Forest this season, Morello's actually been really good. I think they brought him for like £15 million. And I think people talk about Virgil van Dijk being really good this season. I think Morello's going certainly under the radar as one of the best centre-backs in the league this season. And I think he's going to be one of those players again for Forest that's going to get picked up for a lot of money. You saw Johnson going in the summer for 45, 50 million. I think Gibbs White is going to end up going for that for Forest. I think Morella's going to end up going for that for Forest. But it's good that they're actually getting some of their players back because I know they got Nia Karte from the Bundesliga. They play him left side of centre back, and he's had a couple of injury problems this season, and he's starting to come to a bit of fitness. And those Sangare they got from PSV, he's been really good. A player that I'll definitely take at Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool need a central defensive midfielder, and picking up Sangare for 35 million, I think, is a bit of a steal. To be honest with you, decent age, and he's adjusted to the Premier League really well in a team that's not been great this season. Someone just put a comment. Going to watch Mark Goldbridge. Take care, my guy. Yeah, mate. Take care. Enjoy the game, and hopefully your score prediction comes in, and hopefully FPL will be great for you. Should be a good game. But I appreciate you tuning in, mate. Anyone that tunes into my stream and puts any comments, it's always appreciated. Always appreciate it. Ball over the top. So on the left-hand side against Nico Williams. Shoves him to the side. Foul on Son by Nico. I kind of get Forest's tactics around this game because Spurs play the high line. They're going to want to push up the field with Pedro Porro, Adogi, Romero, and that's going to leave space in behind for the likes of Toffolo and Nico Williams, who are attacking-minded fullbacks, which therefore leaves space for spot. This game is going to be a game of the counter-attacks in terms of space because both teams like to bomb their fullbacks up the wing. Spurs like to play a real high line. I think there's going to be goals in this game, and I do think it's going to be the battle of the high line. I think that is going to be the key figures in this game. Who is better defensively, in my opinion? But Spurs done some quality business so far under Ange, bringing in Udogie, Basuma coming back in. I know he had a rough start to Spurs under Antonio Conte locked away, basically. Sarr, the midfielder, coming in doing really good. Kulusevski's looking back to slowly his form. I know he had that injury and now he's having to wear a mask on his face, but he's starting to play better in recent weeks because they got him from the Serie A. Was it Juventus, I believe? Like a year or two ago, and he came and he was really good. That link with Son in game was really good to watch. And then he slowly dipped off due to injuries. So with them, it's trying to get Kulusevski back up to fitness. And obviously, yeah. But I think another thing for Son as well, he's always been the limelight with Harry Kane. We know Harry Kane's one of the best players in the world, one of the best players in the league, one of the best players in world football, and I think we all know Son's one of those players as well. But I think him getting the captain's armband, not only is the captain of his country, he's the captain of his team now, and I feel like it's given him that duty of course. And obviously, he didn't really play great last season. He wasn't great last season. I know he scored a couple of goals and got a couple of assists and a couple of hat-tricks. But he wasn't great last season, Son. And I feel like since he's had this captain's armband, it's given him this new fresh of life that he is the main man. Because we obviously know Kane was the main guy. Son is now that main guy. And I feel like he's really taken that to a figure. And yeah, I think you're seeing that with a couple of players this season. You saw it with Virgil van Dijk. He wasn't great last season, Virgil van Dijk. Since he's had the new captaincy's armband, he's played a lot better. And I feel like he's had that new, fresh breath air. And I feel like a couple of players have had that. Son and Virgil van Dijk in particular. Two players that wasn't great last season. Now, since having the captaincy armband, they've played a lot better. But yeah, man, we're on the road to 400. Will we get there? Hopefully, man. Hopefully. But let's open this. But yeah, man, anyone that does tune into the streams, I really appreciate it. It should be a good game. How do I download this? Bear with me, people. Sarr's been really good this season. Oh, poor pass by Sarr. Elanga as well, came in from Manchester United. Only Manchester United fans in the chat. I know they sold Elanga for what, 15 million? He's been really good this season, picking up with a couple of goals and assists. And I feel like he wasn't rated much at Manchester United. A lot of people called him Adama Traore's 2.0. It was all just pace and power. And he's played in this like new forward role. Forest are playing with they're playing 3-5-2 today, with Gibbs White and Elanga up top. And now, when I watched him at Manchester United, Elanga is playing on the wing. And since he's playing as like this inside centre forward for Forest, he's actually been pretty good, scoring a couple of goals, getting a couple of assists. I've got him in my FPL, and he's actually been really good. And a lot of people criticised Forest spending like 15 to 20 million on Elanga, and it's looking like decent business because Forest do need to fill up them goals. They can't just over rely on Morgan Gibbs White. I do feel like Gibbs White is going to leave this season, though. I think it's going to be interesting to see where he goes. I do think he'll move to a top 6 club. I think he's going to stay in England. I think, do I see him at Man City? No, but I could at the same time. I see him going to like a Chelsea or a Tottenham. Going joining his mate at Brennan Johnson at Spurs. Because Spurs do need a backup in terms of creativity and a player that can score goals. And Morgan Gibbs White is that player. And I feel like under Ange, he would improve as a player because Tottenham play that high line of football. They create loads of chances. And Morgan Gibbs White can bring a bit of cover from James Maddison that can rotate between the two. So I do think Gibbs White to Spurs could be one of those ones to watch. I don't know if they're linked with him because I don't follow Tottenham in that sort of sense when it comes to transfers. But We've seen some brilliant play here for Morgan gives White, ball over the top, flicks it. He's actually, and then they've gone for a hefty fee. Forest really invested a lot of money into Gibbs White. Was it like 40 million with add-ons? And he's been really good. They got him from Wolves, because I know he was on loan at Sheffield United in the Championship, and he has been really good. Gibbs White, I would definitely take him at Liverpool, but we don't need that somewhat of a creative player. Son here on the left-hand side. Ball from Kulusevski. Keep it alive, Son. Out wide to Pedro Porro. Should be brilliant link up, like I said earlier in the stream. That Kulusevski Son link up, we're starting to see it again. You know, Kulusevski coming back from injury. He's slowly getting back to his best form for Spurs, and we've seen that link up we saw with him and Son in previous seasons. Spurs throw in Richarlison. Romero. I think Spurs, if you're a Spurs fan, you want to upgrade on your centre-backs. I think bring in a couple of centre-backs. I know they've got Mickey Van de Ven, who's out injured. They've got Romero, who's good. Pedro Porro with a cross into the palms of Matt Turner. But if you're a Spurs fan, like whether you want to upgrade in your team, I think it's just all about bringing depth, because you've got a good start of football, a good base of football under Ange Postecoglou, and it's just about filling up the squad, improving on your bench players, get rid of the likes of Ben Davies, bring in another creative player that can bring in more goals and assists, like a James Maddison, to cover for Maddison, because I know he's injured. That's why I said Morgan Gibbs White could be a real good player. And of these under-the-radar players that Spurs are bringing in, they're going really good. Adogi at left-back has been good. Pedro Porro has been good. Mickey Van de Ven has been good. Liverpool was linked to Mickey Van de Ven. I wish we actually gone now, to be honest, because we could do with some centre-back cover. I mean, as a Liverpool fan, we need a DM and a centre-back. But again, speaking more on Spurs, I think a striker, you know, why not go in for... I think Arsenal do end up getting Ivan Toney, but why not try and get an Ivan Toney? Because he has been... Obviously, I know he's got the ban right now, and I know that's... He'll be able to play from January, but scores what? He bags minimum 15 goals a season in a very mid-table Brentford team. Now, what can he do for a Spurs team that play a high line, create loads of chances? Ivan Toney will score more goals, and he's in his prime. He's like that 28-year-old. He's not slowing down. He'll come to the team for a couple of years. Go and get Ivan Toney. I think you can get Toney for about 50, 60 million. Bring in another left-back, a centre-back, and a striker, and I think Spurs are real set to solidify themselves as a top 4 team. I do think they'll finish top 4 this season, especially with Maddison and Mickey Van de Ven coming back from injury. Vicario, underrated signing in my opinion. They signed him from the Serie A for like £15 million. Signed him for like 15 million, and huge upgrade on Hugo Lloris. So one thing with Hugo Lloris, his distribution wasn't great, and he can see his handling, etc. As a shot stopper a couple of years ago, Hugo Lloris was good. I know he was the Spurs captain, World Cup winner, but he was on the decline. And Vicario for 15 million, you can't go wrong. That's some smart business by Tottenham. You know, we know the owners Levy's very stingy when it comes to money, and Andrew's really spent that money well on Vicario, on Adogi, on Mickey Van de Ven, on James Maddison. If they can just bring in a couple of more players, I do think they are going to become a solidified top 4 team that should be going on to try and win a League Cup or an FA Cup. Spurs haven't won a trophy for what? Since 2008 was the League Cup against Chelsea. Was the last trophy they won. So they need to win a trophy. They need to go all in for that FA Cup in a couple of weeks when the games start for them and get top 4. And I think that'll be a really good season. And, you know, a lot of people didn't think Spurs would get top 4. Spurs just need to get back into Europe, in my opinion. And I do think they are going to get Champions League football. But on the game, Spurs are dominating the possession here with the high line. I mean, compressing Forest in here. They've had a couple of half-decent link-ups with Kulusevski and Son in the first 15 minutes. But barring that, nothing real of note. But Forest are going to be happy, they're playing a back three. They've got the two wing backs ready to bomb forward for when they can try and capitalise on that acres of space or the Spurs' high line. And that's something they are going to be trying to do. But Forest, they've actually got some decent players in their team. I just think it's not really working well right now for Steve Cooper. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, Morello, good centre back they brought in this season. Niakate has been good when he's actually can stay fit. We know he's had a couple of injury problems. Morgan Gibbs-White. Alanga's been all right this season. Sangare. So they've got some all right players for us. It's just the system is not really clicking for them this season. They are changing between a back three, a back four, a back five. Constantly changing, not sticking to the tactics that was working from last season. And they are showing the actions eras here. Yeah, he's been heavily dominated by Tottenham in those first 15, 16 minutes. Brennan Johnson currently on my screen right now. And, he completed his move to Spurs in the summer. What was it? 50 million quid. He's been all right. I mean, he's not started every game, but he's going to improve under Ange. And he's a player that can score 10 plus goals a season. He can play as a striker, can play on the left, he can play on the right. So I think Johnson over time is going to click into some real smart business for Tottenham. Gibbs White on the right hand side. Elanga. Big chance, Elanga. Straight at Vicario, and he clears wide to Pedro Porro. He's onside as well. And what did I say a couple of minutes ago? Spurs are going to try and capitalise on that Spurs defence. They play a ridiculous high line at times. And Nico Williams, that whipping ball into Morgan Gibbs-White and plays it. A lovely pass into Elanga on the right. And it's just straight at him. You've literally got the whole entire left-hand side to hit Elanga. And he just hits it straight at Vicario, the Spurs keeper. So, the Ben Davies on the ball here. Ben Davies was never catching him. He is slow. Son. And that's why I said Forest will be happy with the performance. They're going to get dominated because Spurs dominate a lot of teams this season. But Forest, they're at home. They're going to be happy with the performance so far because they know they've got the quality to hit teams on the attack. Like I said a couple of minutes ago, Alanga's been good this season. 3 goals, 3 assists. He's chipping in with some goals and assists. For 15 million, he's been all right. And they had to try and replace those numbers that Johnson was providing last season. And to profit on 35 million, but spending that 15 million out the 50 million, profiting by 35 million, that can go. I believe the men have spent that 35 million on Sangare. So they've improved the midfield and they've near enough replaced the Johnson numbers. So good business by Forest. It's just a shame the result in the table is not shown for them. Despite some of their players having an all right season, they are lucky that Luton, Sheffield United and Burnley are crap. Although Luton, like I said, have been good this season, picking up some points because some good performances against Arsenal, City, only losing by a goal. But yeah, Richarlison on the left-hand side goes down. Referee says no foul. Ben Davis. They need to replace Ben Davis. He is shit. He needs to leave the club like Eric Dyer does. Get Mickey van der Ven back in this team from injury, and then go and get another centre back. Although with how many times Romero gets sent off, how many games he's missing, God, they might need another centre back because that guy, he must have anger issues, Romero, because the amount of yellows and reds and rational tackles he gets involved in is quite. He just needs to calm down, really. And yeah. Speaking of Romero, he's on the ball here, on the left-hand side. Ball out to Sarr. It's a poor pass. And Forest can capitalise here again on that Spurs high line. And Romero, good tracking back by Romero. And I said it. Forest are going to be happy with the performance. Sitting back and waiting for that Tottenham mistake of the high line. And they've done it twice here. They just not had the quality to capitalise. Sarr. Ball out to Brennan Johnson, the former Forest man. He's going to play it back to Romero. Ben Davis. Kulusevski. I really like Kulusevski as a player. Didn't they get him for like 15 million? Really good player. Son on the left-hand side. Romero. Kulusevski. Stays on his feet. Well, good save, Matt Turner. Tries to find that bottom left-hand corner. It's going to be a Spurs corner. Good link up there by Kulusevski and Brennan Johnson. Does well to on his feet there, Kulusevski. And Brennan Johnson just gets a little shot. And Matt Turner is forced to make the save. Not a great shot by Johnson, but he wins a corner from it and he almost scored. Matt Turner, Forest this season, has not been great in my opinion. They need a goalkeeper. And Dean Henderson was really good last season. I believe he went to Crystal Palace, didn't he? I don't know why they didn't buy him, to be honest, because he was a pivotal figure in them staying up. But people, if you're watching the stream, smash like, subscribe. It's always appreciated out here. And yeah, I love every single person that tunes into my content, man. Ball in. And Ben Davis heads it away. Can we get to 300 subscribers? My goal to get to 400 subs. I want to try and get to 400 by February. I want 500 by the end of the season. I think that's my goal because you need 500 subscribers to get, monetized. So we're like, what are we on right now? We're on 307. So we're what, about 193 subs away from 500? That's my goal by the end of the season, 500. So hopefully, fingers crossed, man, we can get there. I'm just going to keep putting in the work. And just hope we get there. Yates, good player, Yates, Ryan Yates. Good in the Championship for Forest. He was good last season for them in the Premier League. Really good player for Ryan Yates. Big player for their football club. But I'm looking at that Forest team and you're thinking, where do you improve next? Just bring in more quality. I think they could do with a striker. I know they got Owoni who can score goals, but he's injury prone. Forest! Oof. Offside, but it's like basketball in the net there. One player to another, Mangala. I think Ryan Yates is down here. Absolute mess, like Jamie does say. It's like basketball, bounce, bounce, bounce. He's offside, but Mangala, yeah. I mean, what is Vicario doing as the ball's coming at him, right? Why aren't you catching the ball? It's just catch the ball. Don't just push it out. Could have done a lot better there, Vicario. Again, mistakes. Forest, they're capitalising on a couple of mistakes here in this first half. Let me just. But yeah, people, what we've got planned for the channel, we've got the preview tomorrow for the Liverpool Forest. Liverpool Forest. Liverpool Manchester United game. And then we're going to be doing a match reaction on Sunday, my thoughts and player ratings on the game. Gibbs White going storming into the box there, cleared away. Oh, what was that? Let me just sort this out on my phone. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. But we're on that road to 400. Camera's coming on Ange right now. Let's speak a bit about Ange, actually. I think the big reason why Ange's done well at Spurs is they've gone for this unknown name manager. And, the past couple of seasons, they've not done that well, Spurs. Obviously, they've been trying to get back into Champions League football and push on ever since Pochettino got the sack a couple of years ago. And I think the reason why he's done well is because he's an unknown name manager. Not many people watch the Scottish League. Obviously, we know he won the title there. And he's one of those managers that you can easily love. And I know a lot of Celtic fans love him now. The Spurs fans love him, singing his name every week. Gone with these under the radars type of signings like Udogie, Saab, Basuma coming back in the team. I know he was signed under Antonio Conte. Vicario coming in, signing these unknown players that a lot of people didn't really know about, and a lot of people didn't know about Ange. And he's one of those managers that really does stick to his principles and his football. He really believes in this philosophy of football, in playing the high line every single week, no matter who is out injured. It could be Mickey van der Ven or Romero out or Udogie out. He'll constantly stick to his philosophy of football because he wants to really drill it into the players. And I think that's really good as a manager. That's something you want to see, believe in your philosophy. Don't just change it every week. And it's a philosophy of football that just really worked. It worked at Celtic in Scotland, and it's working at Spurs so far this season, despite having a couple of injury problems. And you saw at the beginning of the season, when they get their full 11 going, they are really good to watch, Tottenham. And I feel like a lot of Spurs fans over the past couple of years, they've kind of sacrificed this good football to try and win trophies. Jose Mourinho playing a very pragmatic defensive style of manager, tried to win him a trophy. I know he got into a League Cup final, then he got sacked a week before, why would you sack a manager that is known for winning cups and trophies? That was a bizarre one. Antonio Conte, serial winner, wins everywhere he goes. He won in Italy. He's won in England before under Chelsea. And he plays very pragmatic football as well. Boring football. And Spurs fans were like, okay, we're going to give up the good football to watch, sacrifice that, try and win trophies. And obviously, understandably, they wanted both managers out because they wasn't delivering what they said they would do. They wasn't seeing good football on the pitch. The trophies wasn't coming in, and they wasn't getting results. Under Ange, he wins. He plays good football, and it's a good style of football to watch, and it's a football they can get behind because they truly do believe it's in it, that it will take them somewhere. If that's to win them a trophy, get back into Europe. So I'm a big fan of Ange, and I do think he has done really well this season with a lot of circumstances, especially with it's his first season as well. So, and you'd think he's going to get a bit of money to spend in the summer and January. You'd think to bolster that squad, but Brennan Johnson, I believe he's got a head injury here. The Forest fans are clapping him off as they know he's their former boy, and I believe he's born and raised in Nottingham. So, yeah. Forest here. Gives White goes down, no penalty. So Johnson is off, and he comes on to Skip. And it's going to be interesting to see how they line up now. Will Kulusevski go out to the right? Because Johnson was playing around the right before he got injured. I believe he's going to have a couple of stitches to the head there. So they're going to go to a 4-3-3 Spurs. And then Richarlison striker, Son left, and Kulusevski right, because Kulusevski's been playing behind Richarlison, creating the chances behind Richarlison, Kulusevski, and I think he's going to go out to the right. I think that's what's going to happen here. Kulusevski. Holding the ball up well, Kulusevski. Forest are growing into this game. Oof. That's going to be a foul on Ben Davies by Morgan Gibbs or White. The press. That's what they've got to do. The engines of Gibbs White and Alanga, the pace and the power that those two have, they've got to put on the Spurs defence because they play a high line. And if they can capitalise it, they're going to be in on goal because they're quick. Ben Davies. Just over 10 minutes until half time in this game. Forest 0, Spurs 0. Gets to the first goal of the game. I do think it is going to be coming though soon because both teams are capitalising on the mistakes of the high lines. Son, not done too much. Nico Williams just holding back because they know how devastating Spurs can be on the counter-attack because they play a high line. And Nico Williams is a fullback that likes to go forward. So therefore, Nico Williams is having to play a lot more defensively, pinging those balls, as you've seen he did to Gibbs White about 10 or 15 minutes ago. So that's what his game plan is going to be. And just try and capitalise at the right time when to bomb forward. Skip fouls the 8th there. Yates is down injured. He's up. I think Skip is garbage, you know. Oh, I think that's a foul. That's a foul on Skip by Yates. I don't know how Yates is complaining. Although I think he wins the ball from that replay there. But it's been an alright game. Forest with a set piece here. Ball. Bolly. Tries to head across. Cleared away. That's going to be a foul, surely. Cleared away by Mangala. Gibbs White. God, that has to be a clearance, surely, because that was an awful shot. A lot of the work is going through Gibbs White in this first half, which is expected. Lovely press from there from Nico Williams to win it back. And then it lands back to Morello. And then Forest managed to keep it in, and then it's just back to Adogi. But not a bad game so far, people. Last 10 minutes. Yeah, Forest is starting to grow into the game in the last 10 minutes. Spurs did heavily dominate at the start. Now Forest are slowly growing into the game, especially being at home. Forest need to pick up their home form. You know, their home form last season was a big reason why they stayed up. Some of the results they picked up last season, I think they got a draw against Chelsea, and they got a draw against Man City. They beat Liverpool. So yeah, Sean Dyche is at the game tonight, and I know he's a Forest fan, isn't he? Sean Dyche, I believe he's got a season ticket. He is at the game tonight, and then obviously he will be managing tomorrow against Burnley. But yeah, Liverpool Man United Sunday 4:30. Preview app tomorrow. Score prediction. I might even do a combined 11, although that might be a bit pointless. I mean, if you're doing a combined 11 based off the season, what Man United player are you putting in? Genuinely, what Man United player are you putting in? Genuinely. That's not even being arrogant. Genuinely, what Man United player are you putting into a combined 11 based off this season? But Niakate with a throne for Forest. Oof. And it's almost landed back to Alanga there. Cleared. Gives right, tries to win it. Richarlison lands to Richarlison. Skip. Son on the attack now. Can Son? Lovely football from there from Son. 1-2 Richarlison. Not enough space there. And Forest get back with Bolly and Nico Williams clearing it up. Lovely play from there. Yates, Gibbs White, cleared away. Udogie on the left-hand side. Son. Ball played from Yates. Udogie is going to be booked here for the foul on Yates. Couple of minutes before half time. Smash the likes, subscribe. Udogie's going to miss the Everton game. Gibbs out the set piece. Can he create something of magic? Ben Davis. One or two more less attacks for Spurs. Udogie. Lands to Son. Shoots. Blocks by Morello. Blocks by Morello there. Romero. A minute to go before half time. Skip. Son. Romero. On the right hand side. Son on the left hand side. Is he going to create shoot? No. Sarr. Ben Davis. Spurs just happily playing the ball back to Son on the left. Shuttle cross. Plays the ball. Trying to get the Udogie in, but it's into the palms of Matt Turner. There's going to be 4 minutes added on. Seems fair. A couple of fouls. Ball across box. Richarlison. And he has scored for Tottenham. It's a goal. And Richarlison has scored for Spurs. And it's another goal for Richarlison this season. He's on a few now. He got 2 last week. 1 today. Forest 0. Spurs 1. Right before half time. And he's doing the fucking pigeon dance. Oh my God. Absolute prat. Can't stand Richarlison, if I'm honest with you. But really good play from Spurs there, playing the ball out from the back, and that's what they like to do. Sarr, Kulusevski on the right back in his natural position. Good ball. He's onside, and Kudnia, Karte, and Morello and them man done better there. Bolly should be doing way better, not quick enough to catch his man Richarlison. And he does really well there, Richarlison. Ball over the top from Kulusevski. And yeah, Bolly, the centre-back, is never going to get much. Should be doing better there, if I'm honest with you. Should be using, Bolly's a big centre-back. He should be using his power and his physique, but he's not quick enough there. And Richarlison, it's another goal for him, scored 2 against Newcastle. He's on another today. And he's starting to pick up a couple of goals for Spurs this season. Last season he wasn't great, Richarlison, last season. But this season he's starting to pick up a little bit of form in the past couple of games. And that's one thing a lot of people criticised him on. He should be scoring 10 to 15 goals in a better Spurs team than an Everton team. And that's 3-2 so far for the Pigeon. Can't stand Richarlison, if I'm honest with you. But he's doing all right in the past couple of games. Another 30 seconds to go before half time, people. Apologies if my stream is bland. It's because I'm watching it on a I won't say the word, but I'm watching on a certain stick, fire stick. Romero. Ball back out to Ben Davis. Oh, lovely pass on. Nico tries to take him down. Stays on his feet, does well. Back to Spurs again, Son. Out to Sarr. Udogie. Added time has gone. Will they get another one here, or will the ref blow his whistle? Should be another 20-odd seconds, and it should be full time. Half time, sorry. Should be half time any second now. Back out to Sarr again. Spurs just playing the ball around, nice and safe. Just play it out to half time, I suppose. But really good controlled performance by Tottenham so far. Forest have had a couple of half and half chances where they tried to capitalise on the high line. But Spurs mainly dominated the first half, and that's half time, people. Forest 0, Tottenham 1. Goal coming from Richarlison, the assist from Kulusevski. And really good performance by Kulusevski today. Getting some nice link-up play. He was really linking up nicely with Johnson before he came off injured. Kulusevski, he linked up there again with Richarlison with a ball over the top. And Richarlison heads home. Bolly, the centre-back for Forest, should be probably be doing better. But it's half-time. People, I'm going to go and get a drink, go to the toilet, put your comments in down below, and I'll be back for the second. I'll be back for the second half. Let's play what music? Non-copyright, whatever. Back for the second half. I will see you for the second half, people. Back in about 10 or so minutes. Just gonna go toilet and look. Yes, people, we're back for the second half. Smash some likes, subscribe. Let me sort out the stream. Pause that. And get that back on. The road to 400 subscribers, as you can see down below, we're on, I think, let me have a look, 307. Can we get to... My goal is 400 by February and then 500 by the end of the season. That's the goal. And fingers crossed we can get there, man. With everyone's support, like genuinely, if one person was to hit the like button, I'll love you all forever, because hitting the like goes a long way, man. If you don't like what I do, you don't have to watch, man. I'm one of these people where I'm grateful if anyone tunes into my streams, likes my streams, subscribes. You know, there's many great people out there that do content and that talk about football. And if anyone chooses to click on me and watch me, then I'm forever grateful, man. Because you don't have to. I always appreciate people for their time. A lot of people don't. But it should be a good second half. Obviously, the goals coming from Richarlison so far. Spurs, definitely the better by side, the better team. Let's actually have a look at the benches for today. Because obviously we know Johnson came off injured for Skip. Yeah, Spurs' bench is it's actually dreadful. Forest, you've got Callum Hudson-Odoi they could bring on. Origi. Wood. So they've got some attacking-minded players, Forest, if they need to make any changes. But yeah, man, smash the likes, subscribe. I'm forever grateful. And let's just hope we can get to 400 as soon as possible. But it should be a good second half, man. It should be a good second half. But let me plug my laptop in, because otherwise my laptop is gonna die. Let's get this on charge. Oh fuck! I just took out the fire stick, you idiot! Oh god! Took out the wrong plug. Whoops. Right, there we go. Apologies about that. Took out the wrong plug by accident. Got some fruit pastels here. Can't beat a couple of fruit pastels. Right, the game is back underway. Let's bang this on Sky Sports. Sky Sports main event. Yeah, there we go. Game back on. Let's make sure that's all on. Right, game's back on, people. Let's Should be a good second half. Hopefully this game will open up because I feel like Forest, they can start to unlock Spurs. Again, with that high line, Spurs needed that goal because the further this game went on, Spurs would have got that high line even higher. Therefore, small gap for Forest. They want to counter that because they have those starter players that can do that. Niakate goes down, fouled by Romero. Shock horror. Imagine Romero in your FPL, Jesus Christ. God. Romero must be one of those players that you never get in because he just commits fouls, you lose your points, and he gets sent off. Forest with that ball over the top, and it lands to Bolly. It's a big opportunity, man. He gets a lot of time on the ball, and he just blasts it over the bar. Absolute clown. Should be doing better for the defensive goal, and he should be not really scoring there, but it's a wasted opportunity by Nottingham Forest. Excuse me. Forest. No subs made at half time. Only one change so far, and that's Johnson because he had to come off injured for Skip. Skips, underrated crisps, in my opinion. Yeah, I love a packet of Skips. My favourite Skips, Sensations, but I do think they're overrated. People have overrated them, in my opinion, but I do like a good pack of Sensations. Or Walker's Crisps, but the baked ones are really good. Pedro Porro. Oh, he's going down like he's been shot by Niakate. Get up. think he stood on his toe there, Pedro Porro. And I was just trying to run it off. Been good this season, Pedro Porro. One of the best right backs in the league right now. Chiarte clears away. Pedro Porro on the right-hand side. Spurs try and push for the second. Richarlison loses it. Chiarte. Elanga on the left-hand side, beating Pedro Porro for pace. Has to get Romero to help him out. Is there going to be a corner to Nottingham Forest? They do need a goal, Forest. Gibbs White will be taking the corner on the left. Set piece goals this season, fewest this season, Forest by 1. That is not a stat if you're a Forest fan you want to be seeing, especially as you want to try and get a goal back. Scoring 1 goal from a corner. Gibbs White the corner. Not really much of a good delivery. I mean, there wasn't really more options there. Gibbs White tries to beat Sarr. I think Sarr's going to be booked. I think Forest will win a set piece. He beats Gibbs White for pace, and he's just dragging him down with his shirt. And that should be a booking because he's literally stopping him with his shirt. So Sarr should be booked. And he only has been booked. He's 1 away from missing a game, Sarr, for Spurs. 4 bookings so far this season. 54 minutes into the game as Forest tried to get a goal. They're having a couple of chances and a bit of time on the ball in the possession in the second half. Forest in the first 9 minutes. Ball in from Gibbs White. Vicario is made to make the save. I mean, it's hard to tell if it was going in, but it's swim back in from Elanga. Nobody's there. Tried to find Bolly. He's not even acres of space from there, from the ball whipped in. Nico Williams keeps the ball alive. Takes the pressure ball from Richarlison. Chiarte swings that ball and tries to find Malanga. You feel sorry for Gibbs White because he's trying to make a lot happen, trying to create chances, trying to do something, and it's not quite clicking for Forest, despite having more of the ball in the second half of the game. But yeah, I do think there'll be more than 1 goal in this game. I genuinely thought this would be not a goal fest, but a lot of goals. Just like I stated at the beginning of the live stream, I just think with Forest playing them high wing back, Spurs playing high line, I think it'd just be a game of the counter attacks. There'll be a couple of goals. And that's why I said 2-0 Spurs. I think there'll be more than 1 goal in this game. And I'm going to stick to my prediction. I do think it will be 2-0 full time. I'm sticking to my prediction. Gibbs White. Very press resistant there from Gibbs White. Goes back to Morello. Toffolo. Mangala. Ball out to Nico. Ball 1-1. And that's a goal back. And it's 1-1 in this game. And the brilliant ball in from Nico Williams finds Elanga. And it's 1-1 in this game now. Forest 1, Spurs 1. I did think Spurs, playing that high line, Forest are going to try and catch them out with the wing backs. And it's perfectly good ball in there from Nico Williams. And he is onside. Really good from Mangala. Good ball to Nico. And Elanga there. I think he's going to be offside. Ooh. VAR check. Possible offside. I think he's offside. I think he's off. I think Toffolo's playing him on. It's a really good ball from Nico. Really catches out the Spurs defence there. You got Toffolo. Chiartan and Elanga in the attack there, all three. And he's offside. It's a really good ball from Nico, man. He is offside. And that is going to be... It's not going to count. Yeah, and it's going to stay 1-0 to Spurs. And, it's good positivity by Forest because, they just got to try and keep trying to capitalise on that Spurs high line. And if Steve Cooper does try to rile up the crowd, as the goal is disallowed from Elanga, would have been his 7th goal involvement this season. Another assist for Nico. I know he got an assist against Wolves last week. It's a really good goal there by Forest. Really good play from him. But most points drops from winning positions. Spurs on 16 points. So that's a positivity for us. Spurs, in the past 5 games, I know they've won against Newcastle, but in previous games, West Ham, they was winning. They dropped points. Man City, they was winning, dropped points. So Spurs this season have gone up a couple of, by a goal or two and ended up dropping points. So it's a little positivity for Forest. I could see Forest getting a goal, I really could. But I'm going to stick to my prediction of 2-0 though. Full time 2-1. But yeah. Son tries to pick out Richarlison again there. Spurs, they create a lot of chances and they put a lot of balls into the box. And again, I go back to my point. Why not go and get Ivan Toney? Because he's big, he's powerful, he's got a lot of strength, and he can win a lot of area duels, Ivan Toney. He's quite a tall striker. And I just think Spurs trying to get Ivan Toney in January is not a bad shout. And I think he'll take him to that next level of trying to get into the top 4 and become a solidified top 4 speed team under Ange. Kuzedeski. Good pass. Pedro Porro. Clearing for a handball there on Morello. Kulusevski. Son. Oof. Almost lands back to Richarlison. Spurs on a bit of time on the possession here. Son. Drags ball in. Nico Williams out of position. Still on the ball here. Wins back by Nico. Now Spurs, can they counter-attack? On the space here. Gives what it does well, try and keep the ball alive. Possession won by Sarr. Just under half an hour to go. Forest 0, Spurs 1. This game's starting to open up. Forest trying to come forward. Spurs are coming forward. There's a lot of space. That's going to be capitalised in the second half. And I do think there is going to be another goal. And I'm going to go Tottenham 2-0. We'll stick to my prediction. Skip. Good little packing of skips. Ben Davis. Son on the left-hand side against Nico Williams. Swings that ball in. No one's going to get on the end of it, but it goes. Kulusevski keeps it alive. Back to Sarr. Pedro Porro tries to lay it off to Basuma. But they keep it alive here, Spurs. Romero. Sarr. Son. Richarlison. Keeping the ball alive. Rotate to Sarr. Pedro Porro. Lovely touch. Son. Straight at Matt Turner. Bit of space there. Mangala Morello leaving the space. And it almost lands to Son. And it's straight at Turner. But here comes mistake by Matt Turner. Kulusevski. What a goal. Matt Turner with a mistake. Oh, Matt Turner's garbage. He is absolutely garbage. Really poor there. Leaving the Akate. Not getting anywhere near. Oh, Matt Turner. Matt Turner is crap. Straight at you, the near post. And it's Kulusevski celebrates. And I did say 2-0. 2-0 Tottenham. And they are leading here on a Friday night 2-0. And they're now capitalising. Forest have had a couple of chances, half decent ones. I'm not really capitalising on the position they had at the beginning of the second half. But Spurs, this game's going to really open up now. Forest have got to go through, which will leave more space, which means Spurs could get another goal tonight. I mean, Kulusevski's link-up play tonight has been really good, by the way. When Brennan Johnson was on the pitch, before he got injured, was really good. His link-up play with Richarlison and Son tonight has been really good. He's been really good since he's come back from injury, Kulusevski. But Ben Davis on the left-hand side, still going Ben Davis. Wins back by Nico Williams. Mangala. Referee says play on. No, he's going to bring it back for a foul on Mangala. And Steve Cooper, man, it looks like it's going to be more points dropped at home. It looks like Chris Wood is going to be coming on. Oh, God. So let me guess, they're just going to be spamming them balls into the box. Because, so what, Chris Wood, you ain't going to be counter-attacking with that slow fridge. It's a poor ball, but Matt Turner is shit. I'm sorry. But that is just shocking. It's shocking distribution. And then, oh, fucking hell. He is crap. Terrible goalkeeping. Laying the ball out, one, that's poor. Then two, it's straight at you and you do nothing. But Forest have made us some subs. Bolly is off and Kayate is off. Danilo and oh shit, let's see on there. Chris Wood, I think it is. Yeah, Chris Wood. So Danilo and Chris Wood is on. Gibbs. Danilo over the bar. It's a potential leg breaker that, from Basuma. Goes full on studs in. He's lucky. It literally grazes him. Ryan Yates there, because that is a potential leg breaker. Is this going to go to VAR for potential red? Yeah, it's going to be a potential red card, this, on Basuma, because that is a potential leg breaker. Oh, I think that's a red, I'm sorry. He goes full on studs in. He gets nowhere near the ball of conduct. And I think it's a red. I've seen them given. Is it going to be a red card here, people? This will make the game more interesting if there's a red card on Basuma for the foul on Ryan Yates. What's the referee going to do here? No yellow. Red card. Wow. Red card on Basuma. Let me tweet. Never a red that one. I don't think that's a red card. I don't think that's a red. I'm looking it back now. I don't think it's a red. I don't think that's a red card. And I'm going to say it right now. I know a lot of people disagree. I get it in slow motion. It looks like it. But I don't. Again, another decision. Let me just make a tweet. I don't think it's a red. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that's a red card. I really don't. I don't think it's a red. I'm going to be honest. And to be honest, Spurs have been really lucky this season. So it's not about being thingy here, but I don't think it's a red. Because again, right, if you're watching that in normal time, he goes for the ball. In slow image, from an image from behind, it's going to look like he's sent him off because he's gone in with the studs. However, because it's a bouncing ball, he's had to raise the leg up to win the ball. If he has his foot firmly on the ground, he's not winning the ball. He has to raise his leg up. I don't think it's a red card, if I'm honest with you. But again, another where still image and slow the play down affects the referee's decision. I really don't think it's a red card. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's a red card. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't think that's a red. Like, what? I'm gonna be honest. I do not think that's a red card. But it's up to the referee, I guess. The reason why I don't think it's a red is because, again, we've seen many times where still image and slow the play down will affect the referee's decision. In real time, he looks like he's going to win the ball. It's about the ball is bouncing. So Basuma has to raise the leg up to win the ball because obviously his leg is raised and it clashes with Ryan Yates. Of course, it's a potential leg break. Forget what happens to the player. It's all about if he wins the ball. I don't know, man. It's just. Is that another decision where the referee gets it wrong? I mean, look, we've seen him given, to be fair, so it's not like there is history of those decisions getting given. However, I don't think it's a red card. I think Basuma's going for the ball. The ball's bouncing about, and unluckily he clashes with Ryan Yates. And if anything, if Ryan Yates doesn't get no touch on the ball, he fouls Basuma, so it's 50-50 in my opinion. But yeah, again, a slow image and slowing the play down of the replay is going to affect the referee's mind. If you play that video to the referee with no still image, no slow play the play down, I guarantee you he says no red. Because what happens is the VAR pulls it back for a red card. So it influences the referee's decision to think, oh shit, I've got that wrong. It should be a red card. Not a fan of that. Spurs corner. Matt Turner is shit. They're a massive downgrade from Dean Henderson now, isn't it? But again, back to the referee decision there, right? So the VAR people have told the referee, go over to the monitor and you make a decision. We've been told before that the VAR officials do speak to the referee while he's watching the slow motion, right? And they've tried to influence him there to give Basuma a red card. I'm sorry, the referee should be watching back what he saw on the pitch. Now, if the VAR people said yes, red card, no problem. But it's the fact that what the referee has seen on the pitch. Oh, is that a penalty there? Forest fans complaining. Oh, one sec. Adogie's holding his. Oh, it's not Nico Williams there. But look, we've seen them tackles be given, though, haven't we? You look, Curtis Jones against Spurs. Curtis Jones got sent off in that game. So again, man, it's one of those ones where it's a difficult one. I think if taken to a play, the ball is bouncing. The ball is not firmly on the ground. If the ball is firmly on the ground, is 100% a red card because Basuma's gone up with his leg up to try and win the ball. It's because the ball is bouncing about. He has to put his leg up to win the ball. Otherwise, he's not going to win the ball there. And unfortunately, Ryan Yates gets caught in the crossfire, goes down, then gets sent off by the VAR officials saying, go and have a look at the monitor. But I don't think that's a red card in my opinion. But will it change this game? I mean, Spurs are 2-0 up, down to 10 men. It's going to be interesting to see now how this game. Surely Forest have got to go for it now. 10 minutes to go, down to 10 men. Kulusevski. Oh my God, it's Matt Turner. You're shit. Flapping hell, you should be catching that, mate. Does well there. Morello and Toffolo never getting anywhere near. And it's somewhat straight out. Matt Turner has to push it to the right. But Forest have got to go for it here, people. Smash a like, subscribe on that road to 400 subs. It's been a decent stream. Just under 10 minutes to go here. Alanga on the left-hand side. Tries to play a ball straight into the palms of Vicario. Saw. Surely Spurs will bring on someone like a Højbjerg just to sit in the sixth and protect the back four while being down to 10 men. I think someone like a Højbjerg, if he's on the bench, come on. And just being that sitting six. The referee gives out a yellow here. Foul on Pedro Porro from Morello. The Brazilian centre-back for Forest. Is he Brazilian? Yeah, he's a Brazilian, isn't Morello? Foul there on Pedro Porro. He's going to be booked. Second booking of the season for him. Elanga is off the pitch for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Oh, sorry, Malanga's off. Malanga's off for Callum Hudson-Odoi. You know, did he score a screamer a few months ago? Callum Hudson-Odoi was a really good goal. I can't remember who he was against, but it was an absolute belter. I believe they only paid like 2-3 million from him. I mean, he was another player that was really high regarded at the Chelsea Academy. Then went on loan in the Bundesliga. Didn't really do too much. He was playing like left back at times. I know he's very versatile. He can play anywhere on the left. However, he's not really clicking into form at Forest, to be honest. Not really getting much game time as well. And I know he's had a couple of injury problems. So his career's just kind of fallen away, especially as a player that was really high regarded. Forest ball into the box. No one's really there. Oof, Nico Williams just wide. Just wide onto the left-hand side. Really not bad opportunity there for Forest, but they do need that goal back. Oh, shit. No, it's not just wide. I think that's going to be a corner. As Romero sticks his foot out. Sticks his foot out there, Romero. You never know where that's going. Morgan gives right with the corner. Only Forest only scored one goal from a corner this season. Will they make it two? Ball into the box. Or did that go over the line? How has he kept that out? Vicario. What a save by Vicario. And I thought that went over. The ball's whipped in from Morgan Gibbs White. It's found by Toffolo at the back stick. And Vicario, he's going down. He then keeps it up with his leg. What a save that is. I thought that went over the line. That's going to give Forest a bit of hope, despite only scoring one goal from a corner this season. We've got to get it now if they are going to get anything out of this game. Corner. Ball's whipped in. Gives White's just wide. They've had a couple of half decent chances tonight, Nottingham Forest. But that's the real big challenging moment there. It's a ball in, and Vicario, what a save with his leg. Forest players are screaming went over the line. I thought that went over the line. But he keeps it down. That is a huge save. Huge save from Vicario, who's been very good this season. This Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper. Free kick to Tottenham, foul on Skip from Morello. 5 minutes to go of normal time. Forest 0, Tottenham 2. And yeah. And Ange's calling for something. I think he's going to bring on an Emerson Royale for Tottenham. Who is he going to come off for? I think it's going to be Son who comes off. I think for Emerson Royale. So the Spurs will go to what, a back five? Royale at centre back. Forest on the attack. One of the last attacks of the 90 for them, and they need to go back if they're going to get anything in this game. Spurs down to 10 men. Ball out from Dalilo. Elanga. Back to Dalilo. Yep, foul by Ryan Yates there. Yeah, Emerson Real is coming off for Son. Yep. Okay performance by Son. The Spurs are getting close again, wrapped up another 3 points. And I think that puts them... Spurs will go to 33 points on level of Manchester City. I mean, you expect Manchester City to beat Crystal Palace. However, City are missing 1 or 2 game weeks due to the Club World Cup. So Spurs could be in the top 4 while Man City go away and they try and win the Club World Cup. Might do a couple of watch-alongs for that. Morello. Ball out. Ryan Yates. I reckon 6 minutes added on. 6 or 7. You know, the VAR check, the goal, a couple of fouls. I think about 6 or 7 minutes should be added on here. Obviously the goal check as well. So on Elanga. Forty of the left. 40 seconds left of the 90. Can Forest get one back? Elanga on the left hand side. Just trying to protect that clean sheet. I've had a couple of half decent chances, Forest. But barring that Toffolo one with the balls whipped in and the Elanga offside goal, they've not created loads of chances today, despite being at home. Let's see how many minutes are going to be added on here. Speaker of Toffolo, fouls, Emerson Royale. Yep, I said about 6 or 7 minutes. There is about 8 minutes added on. So 8 minutes added on left here. Toffolo booked. And the Spurs will see out this win. Spurs on the attack. Keep it alive. Pedro Porro. Shot blocked. Shot by Morello. That's going to be a Spurs corner. Good defending there by Forest. By Morello. I can't lie, I think that might be going in, because Max Owner is fucking shit. I don't think Matt Turner's saving that if that's going in. He is crap. That's one position Forest should be looking to upgrade in January. They should have kept Dean Henderson because I thought he was all right last season. Now we should they buy Matt Turner for? I can't remember if it was a free sign or if they paid like $5 million for him because Matt Turner went to what was it, Palace or something for like 15 mil. So. Elanga. So we Gibbs out with 4 minutes left of added time, and Forest have got to get a miracle point. They've probably got to score from this corner. But I do say my prediction was 2-0 Tottenham. It's looking like it's going to be correct. Which it's been a while since I think Spurs have got a clean sheet. So clean sheet on the road. You know, Christmas period is always busy. Friday night, got the job done. Good performance from Tottenham. Just under 3 minutes to go. Ball across box. Cleared away by Niagate. Kulusevski wins man of the match with goal and assist. 3 chances created, 3 shots. Dejan Kulusevski wins man of the match. I kind of agree. I think he's been really good. Link-up play's been good in the first half with Richarlison, Son, Johnson, he went off. Got himself an assist tonight. Really good ball in for that Richarlison goal. Scored. Really good goal, even despite Matt Turner. Should be doing way better. Nico Williams on the volley. Saved by Vicario. Really good save. Being decent tonight, Vicario made some good saves. Ball one back in. Cleared away by Pedro Porro. Kuzeski does well there again. Now, can they get another third? Kuzeski's on the run. He's got Nico Williams. Does really well there with the strength. Nico Williams. Good defending. Just over 20 seconds to go of added time. Oh, Forest. Good defending by Nico. It's an okay game, Nico. Put some good balls into the box. Been okay defensively. It's just a shame Matt Turner has just costed him a goal tonight. And then Bolly should be doing better for the defending. You know, Forest's goals tonight could have easily been well defended by a better team defensively. You know, stops those 2 goals because Matt Turner's a crap goalkeeper. And it's a really good ball by Kulusevski, finds Richarlison. They're showing the goal back in. Bolly should be doing way better. Matt Turner's just coming out of net. No chance. And then they're showing the second here. And he should be doing better. But people... But should be full-time any second here. And it's full-time, people. We're going to end the stream here. Forest 0, Tottenham 2. And Tottenham going to 5th. And I think Forest taking, like 16th. Kulusevski's my man of the match. Take care. Have a good rest of your weekend. And I will see you all very soon. Take care. Out.